Hi everyone, I'll be installing Fedora 44 Encrypted on a separate disk in a dual boot setup with Windows without using a USB drive or a DVD. Installing it on a separate disk is great if you want to keep things separate from Windows. For those coming from Windows that want more control over the appearance and behavior, you'll want to use the KDE desktop, which is what I'll be installing, over GNOME. So I'm going to download Fedora, going to fedoraproject.org, and then release 44, and then the KDE Plasma desktop, download now. And for Intel and AMD, the live ISO, download. Going into my downloads folder, and there's the ISO. Going to mount it, hit enter or right click and mount. Open. All right, it's been mounted. And we see it's on my D drive. Now I'm going to open up disk management, start disk management. All right, on my computer, I have disk 0. It's 476 gigabytes. It's my SSD, and this is where I have Windows installed. There's the EFI partition, Windows C drive, and the recovery partition. Next is disk 1. It's 223 gigabytes. It's my NVMe drive. This is where I'm going to install Fedora. You don't need to use the entire drive. I have my E drive here. So I'll be setting aside some space just for Fedora. And lastly at the bottom is the Fedora ISO mounted. It's mounted here in Windows, so it's only accessible here. And if I were to reboot, I wouldn't be able to boot from it. So I'm going to create a separate partition so it's bootable. I'm going to use some free space from my C drive. Right click, shrink volume. And the ISO is 3.14 gigabytes, so I'll set aside 3500. All right, there's my unallocated space. Select it, right click, new simple volume. Next, next, next. And the file system will be FAT32. And the volume label, I'll label it as ISO. Next, finish. All right, there's my new F drive. Going back into Explorer. Copy everything from my D drive. Go to the new F drive and paste. And here we get a window that says the destination has 2 files with the same names. Going to select replace the files in the destination. All right, it's done copying everything. Going back into disk management. So the installation media partition, once I'm done installing Fedora, I'll be removing it. Now for Fedora itself, I'll set aside some free space on my NVMe drive. Right click, shrink volume, and I'll set aside about 100 gigabytes. So I'll do 100,000. Shrink. All right, so it's all set. And going back to the installation media partition, as long as you have a modern computer, your BIOS should be able to detect and boot from this partition. So now I'm going to reboot my computer and go into the BIOS. In your BIOS, ensure that secure boot is disabled, and if you have fast boot, disable it as well. Now I'm going to do a one-time boot into the installation media partition. It's labeled as Fedora, and it's my SSD here. All right, it's booted into the installation media partition, and now I'm going to scroll up, and it says here Start Fedora KDE Desktop Live, and I'm going to hit E to edit, and then I'm going to use the arrow keys to scroll down to where it says Fedora KDE Live 44. So I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to change the label to ISO, the same as how I set it in Windows. And then I'm going to hit Control X to boot. All right, I get the welcome screen. Install to hard drive. And the installer starts up. Select your language. Next. And it's asking where to install. So it's automatically selected my second drive, my NVMe drive here, seen as 240 gigabytes, which is my disk 1 that was seen in Windows. And I'm going to be selecting share disk with other operating systems. Next. And I'm going to encrypt and put in a passphrase. This is going to be used for encryption. Next. All right, and this is a summary screen. So it's going to install Fedora Linux 44, KDE Plasma Desktop Edition, language English, installation type share disk with other operating systems Windows. And we can see here it's going to be creating new partitions, P2, P3, and P4. P1 would be my D drive that was seen in Windows. So these new partitions, they're all going to be on my NVMe drive. All right, now I'm going to install. And it's installing, so this will take a little bit of time to install. All right, installation completed. I'm going to exit to the live desktop. And now when I reboot my computer, it should boot into Fedora. But to confirm, I'm going to reboot and go into the BIOS to verify the boot order. All right, and in my boot order here, first is the Windows Boot Manager, and boot option number 2 is Fedora, and this is the installation media partition from my SSD. As I can see, the size of the SSD is 512 gigabytes, and boot option number 3 is Fedora itself, as it's from the 240 gigabyte NVMe. So I have to change that, so it's boot option number 1, and save changes and exit. All right, and we see the grub menu comes up, and there's Fedora Linux, and it's also found the Windows Boot Manager, so that's good. So I'm going to go into Fedora. And as I've encrypted my Fedora installation, so I'll have to put in the passphrase to decrypt. All right, it's booted up. Welcome to Plasma Desktop. Begin setup. Select my language. Next. Keyboard. Next. And select the theme. So if you want a dark theme, or if you want the light theme. Next. And here, I'm going to create an account. Put in your name, username, and password. Next. And put in the name of your computer. Next. Time and date. Select your location. Next. And here, if you're using Wi-Fi, select your Wi-Fi network, or if you have a wired connection, hit next. All right, and it's completed. Your device is now ready. Finish. Log in with my password. All right, the Welcome Center screen comes up, and you can go through it. Next, 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 finish. All right, and I'm in Fedora. Now I'm going to reboot my computer to ensure I can get back into Windows. And I'm at the grab menu, select Windows. All right, and I'm back in Windows. Open up Disk Management. And so the F drive, the installation media partition, I no longer need it. I'm going to remove it. Right click, delete volume. Yes. And now I'm going to extend my C drive. Right click, extend volume. Next, next, finish. So that's it. That's how you can install Fedora 44 Encrypted on a separate disk in a dual boot setup with Windows without using a USB drive or DVD. I hope this video has been useful, and I thank you for watching. Bye now.